The restaurant's soft golden lights glimmered against polished wine glasses. Every table seemed filled with laughter, clinking silverware, and confident voices. But Emma's hands shook as she pulled at the sleeves of her faded sweater, wishing she could melt into the corner. She wasn't supposed to be here. Her older sister, Clara, the glamorous one, was the one invited to this blind date with the wealthy single dad CEO. But when Clara suddenly decided she had better plans, she'd tossed the invitation at Emma like it was a scrap of paper. "You go," Clara had said, slipping on her heels for another night out. "It's just dinner. Pretend to be me. He'll never know the difference." Emma had protested. She wasn't dressed for fine dining, and she had no business pretending to be someone else. But her sister had insisted, and somehow, here she was, nervously sitting across from the most intimidating yet unexpectedly kind man she had ever met. Daniel Hayes. The name alone was enough to make anyone's head turn. The man who built an empire while raising his little boy alone after tragedy struck his family. In person, he was even more striking, broad shoulders, sharp jawline, but eyes that carried both strength and a softness Emma couldn't explain. The silence stretched. Emma couldn't bear it. She clutched her napkin and blurted, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't be here." Daniel tilted his head, studying her. "Why do you say that?" Emma's cheeks burned. "Because I'm not who you were supposed to meet." For a long moment, he just looked at her. Then, instead of anger or disappointment, he leaned back, a smile tugging at his lips. "Then who are you?" Her voice was barely a whisper. "Emma. Clara's sister." Most men would have walked away right there. But not Daniel. "Emma," he repeated, almost as if tasting the name. "Well, Emma, I invited a stranger tonight anyway. You're just a different stranger than I expected." She blinked, unsure whether he was teasing her or being serious. But he wasn't letting her leave. The waiter came, and instead of awkwardness, Daniel ordered food for both of them, asking about her day, her dreams, her struggles. Emma hesitated at first, but something about his patience, his genuine interest, pulled words out of her she hadn't planned to share. She told him about juggling 3 part-time jobs to help her sick mother, about how she often felt invisible next to her dazzling sister, about the dreams she'd buried long ago. Daniel listened, truly listened. Halfway through the meal, his phone buzzed. Emma saw the picture of a little boy flash on the screen. Daniel's face softened instantly. "That's my son, Lucas. He never goes to sleep without calling me good night." Emma smiled. "You must be a wonderful father." His reply was quiet but certain. "I try." It was in that moment Emma realized, he wasn't just a CEO. He was a man who understood responsibility, sacrifice, and love. And something shifted. By the time dessert arrived, laughter replaced nerves. Emma found herself forgetting her sister's schemes, forgetting her worn-out clothes, forgetting everything except the warmth of Daniel's presence. When the evening drew to a close, Emma stood, fumbling with her bag. "Thank you for dinner. But I should go before." "Before what?" Daniel asked gently. "Before you realize I don't belong in your world." For the first time all night, his gaze turned firm. He stepped closer, lowering his voice. "Emma, do you really think I care about the world's idea of who belongs and who doesn't? Tonight, I didn't see someone out of place. I saw someone honest. Strong. Beautiful. The kind of person this world doesn't have enough of." Her throat tightened, eyes stinging. No one had ever said words like that to her before. He handed her a small card. "This isn't about your sister anymore. This is about you. And if you'll let me, I'd like to see you again. Not for a blind date, not for anyone else's arrangement. For you." Emma's fingers trembled as she took it. For the first time in years, she felt like she mattered. As she walked out of that restaurant, the night air cool against her cheeks, Emma realized something profound. Sometimes life places you in the wrong seat, the wrong situation, or the wrong identity, only to lead you to the right person. And for Daniel Hayes, the man who had everything but still searched for something real, that night gave him exactly what he didn't even know he was missing. Two broken paths had crossed, not by chance, but by fate. Because sometimes, the date you weren't meant to attend is the one that changes your life forever. Love and kindness don't measure wealth, beauty, or status. They measure the truth in someone's heart, and when two honest souls meet, the world suddenly feels a little brighter.